Hey, let's take a quiz. Find the value for the functions. Number one, find f of negative 3. So we'll go through and replace all of our x's with a negative 3. So negative 3 squared. Negative 3 squared is a 9. 2 times the negative 3 is a negative 6. And then the minus 1. 9 take away 6 is 3. Take away 1 more. We have 2. F of 3. Square root of 3 squared plus 5 times the 3. 3 squared is 9. 5 times the 3 is 15. So this will be the square root of 24, which is 2 square roots of 6. 24 has a 2 and a 2 and a 2 and a 6. So he's able to pull out a pair. He's able to pull out a 2. Number 3, f of x minus 1. A little bit more complicated, but we'll replace all of our x's with x minus 1. We'll FOIL right there. 2 x minus 1. What an ugly 2. Plus that. X minus 1 squared means you're doing x minus 1 together. This gives you x squared minus 2x. Add the two numbers plus 1. So then we'll distribute the 5. See if I can write that over here. 5x squared minus 10x plus 5. Distribute the 2 plus 2x minus 2, and then that plus 2 there on the end. You have the one quadratic term, 5x squared. You have a couple of linear terms, the negative 10x, the 2x be negative 8x, the 5, and then the two 2's on the end will cancel, so be plus 5. If f of x is equal to all of that, and we know that f of negative 3, which means when a negative 3 goes in, a 1 comes out, we're going to replace all of our x's with a negative 3. And the only letter that we'll have, and all that will equal 1, and the only letter we'll have, it will be that x. All right, so 7 times negative 3 squared, or cubed, plus 8 times the negative 3 squared. Take away the negative 3, and that's going to give me a negative 114 for all of this to the left of the c, and I'll add that over. So c is 115. 5 and 6, find the domain of each function. So we need to worry about what we need to avoid. Number 5, because we have the fraction, we cannot have a denominator that is equal to 0. So I'll add the 4 over 4, and then I'll do the square root positive negative 2. So we want to avoid that. So taking your negative infinity to infinity, you have to open it up at the negative 2 and the 2. So negative infinity to negative 2, union, negative 2 to 2, union, 2 to infinity. What an ugly infinity. Well, that ain't that much better. Number 6, what we have to worry about with a radical is we cannot let that radical be negative. It's okay to have negative radicals, but not in the graphing things. So we need to avoid that being less than 0. If that was on the bottom of a fraction, you would have to avoid that being less than or equal to the 0. But there's no fraction involved here. Subtract your 7. Do a sign change, which means I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1, and I need to flip. So this is what I need to avoid. So what I need to keep is the opposite of that, the 7 and under. So parentheses, negative infinity up to 7 with a bracket, because I want to keep the 7. 7 and 8 for the given function, f and g, find the requested function. So number 7, we want to just subtract. So 4x minus 7 minus. So I'll distribute the negative. I could have went ahead and just did that in my head. You probably will. 4x and the negative 9x, the negative 7 and the plus 9. So there's number 7. Number 8, we want to f times g, different functions though. and I'll write these in parentheses because I'm going to FOIL. 3x times 2x, 3x times the 2, 8 times the 2x, a couple linear terms, 8 times the 2, clean up the middle. There you go. And number 9, find and simplify the difference quotient right here. Okay, we will always spot you the f of the x, so you'll need to come in now and find the x plus the f of the x plus the h. Replace all of your x's with x plus h. Simplify this. X plus h squared is x squared plus 2hx plus h squared. Distribute the 7. And you should never be able to simplify that. So the difference quotient, we'll take the f of the x plus h, the thing that I just worked out. And then we subtract the f of the x function. So minus x squared, minus 7x, and minus 8. And all of that gets written over an h. Now, if you're successful, your function should be eliminated. The minus x squared, the x squared, the minus 7x, the plus 7x, the minus 8, the plus 8. And all that should be left are terms with an h. So I'll just get rid of an h. So I'll have 2x, an h, not an h squared, and a 7. And I would like for you to rewrite this as 2x plus 7 plus the h on the end. Hey, have a nice day.